Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 19 of Judgment. We weighed whether or not we should do another recap of the plot so far, but I think that we're about to find out a lot about it as we pass into this room. Just a very quick reset, the fact that we are meeting Sari-san after her undercover operation when she went into the escort club and was able to locate somebody with information about an apparent undercover, like very secret murder. It was staged as an accident, a random street brawl, but we now have reason to believe that it was in fact a very, very well orchestrated murder. And we are going to go talk to the young woman who was with the murder victim at the time, on the night that he was murdered. So let's come on in here and pretend there's a table and chairs there.
Sorry-san.
Took you long enough. This is Mika-san.
Hey, I'm Yagami. Mind if I join you?
Be my guest.
Pull up some more air, Yagami.
This is the man you served 6 months ago? You're certain?
Yeah, that's him.
We already discussed Hoshiki and Shono. Mika-san was at their table, without a doubt.
That's Shono-san, right?
Yeah. What were they like?
I guess nothing stood out about them more than any other pair of businessman types. Hoshiki-san complained about his boss, while Shono-san just nodded and smiled.
What was Hoshiki saying?
He was going on and on about this Kido-san guy. Have you heard about that new dementia drug, 89?
Yeah. I'm kind of familiar.
Not surprised. They used to talk about it on TV a bunch. Anyway, apparently Kido-san's kind of a big shot guy on the 89 research team.
And Hoshiki and Shono were talking shit about him?
Yeah. Sounds like Kido-san was getting wined and dined by all sorts of people who wanted to profit off 89. From what I heard, not all those deals were above board.
Secret deals, huh? Is Kido-san working with the Yakuza?
Hoshiki-san didn't give specifics, but he did say 89 could buy a lot of influence. And about the cut he'd be getting later. He seemed like a really shady guy, actually.
Interesting.
Let's find out if the name Kajihira came up, because that would help tie all these pieces together.
Did you ever hear Hoshiki mention a Kajihira?
Kajihira?
It's a big construction company based out of Kansai. Basically, Hoshiki was working for this Kajihira, trying to shut down the ADDC.
Wait, I thought Hoshiki-san was super important, like vice director or something.
He was. Kajihira's money was too much for him to refuse, though.
Either way, I don't remember hearing them talk about a Kajihira.
I gotta say, you remember a lot for a conversation that happened 6 months ago.
I was thinking the same thing.
Can you blame me? The poor man got beaten to death right afterward. I replay this a lot.
Right. Sorry.
And at that point, I already knew about 89. See, my grandma has pretty bad Alzheimer's. So, I was hoping they'd release it to the public soon.
I'm sure that made the conversation stick out to you.
Yeah. When I heard Kido-san was just another slime ball, I don't know, kind of broke my heart.
Tragic.
Hello to Mia, who says that she's just arrived and is already irritated. Well, that's the tone we strive for here.
How was Shono acting that night at the club?
Well, he spent most of the night staring at my chest. Hoshiki-san kept going on about Kido-san all the same, though.
Maintain eye contact, Yagami-san.
Shono-san seemed more interested in being a creep than indulging him, though.
You don't think he was listening to Hoshiki-san then?
Nope, didn't seem like it.
Disgruntled boss on one side, closet perv on the other.
But then, out of the blue, Hoshiki-san said this.
There's something fishy going on with 89, I just know it.
Did he have any idea what it was?
What did did he say again? Something about fabrication or falsification.
Data fabrication? Falsifying the effects of the drug?
Yeah, that was it. He kept going on about how AD9 was too good to be true. And how weird it is that it just came out of nowhere.
So he brought Shono to the club to try and figure out if 89 was real.
Right.
What did Shono say?
Just, there's nothing fishy about it.
But then Hashiki-san yelled back,
I don't believe that for a second.
it was kind of awkward seeing how desperate he was.
Makes sense he'd be desperate, though.
Why?
He promised this guy Kajihira he'd shut down the ADDC.
Yeah, don't tell her that. She is at this stage a completely innocent bystander with no stake in this, and the more she knows, these people are murdering anyone who asks too many questions, so let's not put her into that line of fire.
Thanks for this, Mika-chan. You must be exhausted.
That's all of it?
Yeah, you helped us more than you know. Be safe on your way back.
Thank you.
What time's your shift start tomorrow, Saori-san?
Sorry. I'm not coming back tomorrow.
Huh?
It was a one-night thing. I got to see a side of myself I didn't know I had, though.
Man, this stinks. You're so pretty, Saori-san, and I was pumped to learn more from you.
I don't think I have much left to teach. I might be able to help you, though, as a friend.
You're a lawyer?
Let me know if you ever get into trouble.
Wow, I've never been friends with a lawyer before. This is like super cool. Thanks so much. Bye now.
That was amazing, Saori-san. You really pulled through for us.
It's fine.
Come on, I'll walk you back to the office. I want to review what we learned with Hoshino-kun and the others.
Sure.
So, Mia, in case you're the first time seeing this for the first time, that is the outfit that we selected for Saori-san. It seemed to go over well at the club, but then again, I don't know. Took my best pass at it. No one here would help out, so I had to muddle my way through it. Okay, so especially since we have Saori with us, she's right back there, and as we tend to do in video games, we're just going to sort of barge ahead and not pay any attention to where she is or how she's doing. Hello, boys.
You asshole.
Oh no, EX action! No! A Yagami, no! Oh, hello to Drienne. Drienne, thank you, and you and Mia and some others who have really clipped some great stuff from the recent episodes. We're looking through some of that because we hadn't had a chance to check it out, and yeah, it's just super nice that people find stuff that they enjoy and want to clip it for others.
Really, guys?
Chivalry is saying that Mia would have dressed Saori in a burlap sack. I think they were out of those, though. We checked the rack, but that LaMarche was all out. Burlap, sackcloth, unfortunately, real hot sellers here in... God damn it.
Guess we're doing this.
Oh, I did not mean to throw that. Okay, just do anything except grab that, though. If you're wondering why there's an uncommon level of thugs, you know, at least twice as many as normal, 1.5 maybe. What's happening here in Kamurocho is that it's yet another... Okay. Attacked by the, whatever it's called, the Keihin gang. They're back again. So we're just gonna have to walk Sori-san through the streets of rage. Okay, actually intended to do the little headbutt, but...
And stay down.
Oh my gosh, hold on. If Tashir came in, also if somebody had an opportunity to do exclamation point streamer FX, we've added a brand new command because Tashir has been hard at work setting up the website that's going to be a one-stop shop for... Awesome, that's not working because Mia just did it. Son of a... Okay. Well, if you go to streamerfx.com, which Mia has correctly spelled, and it's not working the way that it should. Sorry. We intended to create a command that will be a link directly to it, and if you are looking for music, voiceovers, or anything else for your stream, whether it's here on Twitch or YouTube... Okay, hold on. Tachibana is no joke. So we're going to take some salmon and let's have some of our food. That fresh lettuce sandwich seems pretty good. And Odin. And do we have a growth extract? Doesn't look like it. So let's craft one. Let's craft two. All right, and we're going to have one of those because that's going to give us a little bit more SP. Based on the cost, also, where are they? There they are. Based on the cost of some of the higher tier upgrades, there is no way that we are going to get the all of the top tier abilities. So we're going to have to start budgeting. Tachibana's new. He's a new guy. I can see why they've kept him out of the fight so far, because they only bring him out when someone's really being troublesome, like Yagami. Yeah, this Street Brawl sort of threw me off. StreamerFX.com. STREAMER FX. Exactly the way you spelled it. I don't know why that command is not working. But such are the mysteries of Streamlabs. Okay. Okay. Oh, is he who dies here as well? I'm so sorry. Was there a raid that happened? Because earlier, before this, we were watching some Patiken, and he who dies were playing some... We're not going to beat Tachibana during this time. Playing some Fall Guys and having a really good time watching that. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna beat Tachibana. Tachibana has a health bar that is measured in miles. They've just layered it up a few times. All right, it's the fuzz. Let's get out. Sorry, how do you feel about running in those heels? Also, both Patiken and Hihu were talking about the various hackers that they've either seen on other streams or even in their own games in Fall Guys, and it just goes to show that there is no stake low enough that cheaters aren't going to cheat. All right, let's Hey, sorry, do you want anything? How do you feel about cramming down a wetty egg burger in that corset? I'm gonna go for the onion rings myself. Okay, he just stopped to get some food. He had also mentioned that he's gonna be doing some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. With any luck, he's going to... This is exactly like my prom date, by the way. Okay. Moving on. That too. Let's see. He Who Dies said he was going to make some more progress in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which still remains one of my favorite kind of games that we played all the way through on stream, just because it was such a weird idea to play that entire game, like the whole thing, nothing off stream. Okay. But yeah, he who's playing it now, and I don't know if today's stream will be on... Sorry, if today's play will be on stream or not, but hopefully it will be, and you'll be able to check that out at twitch.tv/HeWhoDies. Goto. The sad shit is, Yagami's going to invite Goto to the wedding just to kick the shit out of him in front of everybody else. Just for old time's sake. Just be dead! Be dead now! Jesus, Goto!
Really, guys?
He's like if Solomon Grundy didn't come back stronger, just stupider. Every time. Whoops. I like that we're this deep in the game, and like all these crafting materials that Yagami picks up, I still have like a purpose for like 2 of them, and the rest are like complete mysteries. Exquisite screw. What do you do with that? Well, in terms of the tool, I have no idea. Okay, we're back, sorry. Yagami, please stop bumping her.
Welcome back. You're so beautiful, Saori-san.
Like a puppy.
You should dress like that all the time, Saori-kun.
Yeah, good luck finding clients.
I'm changing.
Where? In the kitchen? Where are you going?
There's a good chance Hashki's murder was premeditated, just like Chairman Kajihira suspected.
That's the conclusion you and Saori-kun reached?
Yeah, Hashki thought something was up with 89, doubted the authenticity of the research, seemed convinced they had fabricated data. He was desperately searching for proof before he died.
But was there anything actually wrong with it?
I tried analyzing the paper myself to find out, but it's like it was written in a different language. I'm searching for someone more knowledgeable as we speak, but nobody seems to suspect any foul play, not even online.
Yet Hashki was still searching for issues, and if he had managed to find one...
The ADDC would be long gone by now.
Then they murdered Hashki to keep the secret safe?
Don't be ridiculous. Who would kill a man just to protect a research paper?
It might not be as unlikely as you think. The ADDC has been bringing in billions of government yen ever since they published that paper. With that much cash involved, bumping someone off wouldn't be out of the question.
The question is, who killed Hashki?
The culprit made it so Hashki wouldn't die immediately. He had to be pretty skilled.
A professional assassin, if I had to guess. The man in the black raincoat.
If he was an assassin, that would mean someone hired him.
Yeah. Someone who wanted to protect 89 and the ADDC.
But who?
Can't begin to imagine. But apparently Kido was out hyping up 89, raking in tons of dirty money in the process. Guy might even be involved with the Yakuza.
You're really suspicious of him, Yagami-san.
Well, if it looks like a rat.
Maybe Shintani got too close to the truth, and Kido offed him for it.
The thought has crossed my mind. Don't think we can say that for sure without looking more into Kido, though.
But judging from our last visit, that won't be as easy as you make it sound. He's practically a celebrity at this point.
Well, maybe if we can't get him to talk, prosecutor's office can.
Huh? What do you mean?
I've got a meeting with Izumida tomorrow. They're calling me in.
Isn't that the prosecutor who was trying to get you arrested?
He can try all he wants. That's what this meeting's about.
No chance in hell he agrees to help us then.
All depends on how this little chat goes. If I can convince him I'm innocent, I'll clear my name and put the squeeze on Keto all in one fell swoop.
Yeah, maybe it is time to go to
What are
the
you planning, Yagami-san?
cops with what you know. What I'd be planning is, guys, look at the evidence we have collected. We are reading chat, by the way. People are being very funny. Chivalry was asking, oh, so when Sari gets all dressed up, everybody's like, oh, she's so hot, but otherwise she is too plain. No, apparently Yagami and Genda are like, oh, she's so plain, but everybody else in the world of, what is this game called? Judgment, recognizes that she's just sort of, dressed down. And again, when the folks at the escort service were shown her picture, they were immediately like, oh no, you have to bring her in immediately. Hired on the spot was the phrase that they used.
I feel like we did good work today. Go home and relax, Yagami-san. You have a big day tomorrow.
Okay, also thank you. She didn't have to do any of that. Like, she really put herself outside her comfort zone to help on a case that has nothing to do with her.
You can talk to Izumida tomorrow, but you better not get arrested over there. Promise me.
Okay, that's fair. It does. She was I'm sure friends with Shintani, who got murdered. So yeah, she does have a personal stake on it. I take it back.
Don't know if I should be saying this, but it's been a while since I felt this alive. This case is just about reaching its tipping point. I'd be out there too if my knees weren't so damn creaky.
Yo, everything's really falling into place. Guess it's good we let Saori-san handle the cabaret, huh?
Yeah, so just for the record, this is the area into which Sari-san went when she changed out of that evening gown, heels, and presumably a very fancy wig. So, I guess she got changed here, just out of sight of everyone. Moving on. By the way, I think in 8% threat, we're going to get an angry email from Kim that we didn't do enough to save the citizens or whatever. But I am so over fighting the Keihin gang that they're just going to have to live with it. Oh, wait! Wait, there's a third boss! This is new! Oh, where there's no way we're going to make it there, though. Hold on. I've changed my mind. Because if there's a third boss, that implies that there's a third loan shark that we have to deal with. So if we can get there in 7% threat, we're watching that timer up there at the top left, 6%. This is not going to work. We're not going to make it there. Oh, maybe we will. I don't know. Kamurocho's not that big. Lift your knees, Yagami. We always have time to pick up stretchy rubber off the street, though. Excuse me, lady. Oh. But the other comment about chivalry, like, it's Pygmalion. It's, she's all that. Taming of the Shrew. Like, it's just this... Oh, no! No, get out of my way! We have to go fight the boss. Oh my god, we made it. I'm not doing a voice for this man. This is... What? Oh. Sorry, there's a lot happening. So, this is the guy that Akiba, I think, I don't remember his name, hired, and he basically offered to pay, like, a bunch of, Yep, that's the voice. He's gonna get paid in food, Sakakiba here, if he can take on Yagami. The last attempt didn't go so well because it turns out that being 150 pounds overweight is not conducive to being a good fighter. And the game seems to want to hold this man up as a big joke, and I'm not really feeling that, so we're just gonna be done with this in as few... Oh, boy. Okay, so he's not that bad of a fighter. He's got a whirlwind Zangief attack that is pretty credible. My Fair Lady 2, yes. It's a tale as old as time. Whoops. Oh, no! No! Excuse me. This is a straight-up fist fight, sir. I will thank you to keep your genitals to yourself. Hold on. Oh, I took so many mortal wounds from that. And also in the game. Okay, we're gonna do this. Good. No, no. Oh, no! Oh, okay. He did none of this during... God damn it, no! Oh! I take it all back. This man is not a joke fighter. He's... really, really invasive, but nonetheless, he won. I take my hat off to Sakikiba. I need... Wait, who's this from? Oh no, Kim is so mad. You know what, Kim? You go to martial arts school and then come out here and walk the streets of Kamurocho. Let's see. Oh, fuck to death. The Yakuba story. No, not Yagami, damn it. Okay. We learned where the doctor is, and now I don't remember again. Is this him? No. Son of a... I might have to look it up again. I need a checkup. I mean, I really got worked. God damn it. I'm gonna have to look it up again. I cannot on this map identify where the doctor is. No, wait. He's up here, isn't he? Yes, he is. He is. Okay. Never mind. Hello to Club. Bob from Tekken. Now, that is a reference I don't get because I have played Tekken probably for about an hour in my life and found it too technical for me. I can sort of, we are going to run right past these guys. I have neither the health nor the interest. I had a lot of fun with Street Fighter back in the day, Mortal Kombat, Soul Calibur, and its various different versions, Dead or Alive. All fun games that it sort of starts off with some button mashing, but then as you learn the characters and learn the moves and learn what they can do, you start to get better, and you and your friends play Smash Brothers. Always a lot of fun. Tekken is just an absolute brick wall to me. I've never really sat down with it, as implied by, you know, hey, I've only played it for about an hour. But man, it's just, it feels like the game for people that want to sit down and, like, flip through a manual for 40 minutes and then pick up the controller once they sort of know how the game is intended to work. It's fascinating to watch, but in terms of playing, way outside my skill set. Okay, we're just going to take the sewer to the doctor. Would I say it's technical? That is more clever than I would have been. So no, I wouldn't say that, but hats off to you. God, I never ever would have thought of that. Okay, we're gonna have to get checked up by the doctor. I don't know why Yagami has to come down here to pay this guy 20,000 yen for his services. It seems like he could just go to an above-board doctor, but, you know, this man can treat Yagami and the homeless and the chud, so he's got to know his skill. Also, I'm going to buy a new medical kit because we had to use one back there. Yikes. These are very, very expensive. Okay, so we're going to buy one of those. And... you know what? What else am I going to spend 110,000 Yagami points on? Club is pretty drunk at the moment. Had a party with some colleagues. Well, Club, if there's anybody who deserves to blow off some steam after a long day of work, I would say that you have earned it. So hopefully we provide some good vibes here as you enjoy the wind down from your shift and your party. And we are going to go on with the main story, unless I see some sort of like a big event that's happening between here and there. Let's see. I might stop at the Papo mark here as we go past. Probably could use a few more bottles of booze.
Guess we're doing this.
Oh, boo! I don't know why he hit me with that.
Stay down.
Okay, rest up at the Yagami Detective Agency, but just after we stop by Papo Mart, it is right here, yes. I hope everybody had a pretty good week. The week here has been real up or down, with the ups mostly owing to being able to watch some Sunny Panda, some Patikin, some... Did we get to see He Who Dies this week? I feel like we did. Oh, and Papalaco did get to stream, which I was very glad to hear. Sometimes when people say, hey, my streams are going to be a bit erratic, what they mean is I won't be able to stream for a while. But fortunately, Papalaco was right back at it, and hopefully we'll be able to continue her streaming as we go. Also, More Than Amiya has been just knocking it out of the park with her recent episodes of... it's always fun when you blank on the proper name of the thing that you were just having fun watching. The Walking Dead, episode 3 of the first season, happened just yesterday. I don't want to fight the Keihin Gang's Honda's crew. We're just going to keep going. And also got a chance to play some Don't Starve Together on Tuesday. I guarantee you won't guess how that ends. But that game has been a lot of fun. I legitimately feel like we are becoming better and more coordinated and more successful every time we play. They are not still following him, are they? All right. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. Failed. Failed. Okay. Oh, and I also saw on Twitch that... Wait, what's this? Brains over brawn. Heart of a Champion. Learn how to use it on the skill app. Hold on a second. On Twitter, Tashira's announced that it looks like September is going to be Batman month, which I assume is in reference to the fact that Rocksteady is... Did they actually announce something? Does anybody know if Rocksteady Games actually announced their Suicide Squad game or whatever? It feels like there was supposed to be a big announcement, and I've seen absolutely no coverage of whatever it was supposed to be. Hold on. Mind over matter, brains over brawn. What was it called that we just got? Okay, it's going to be on this. Why do I have none of these? I really want those. Part of a champion. Charge up the EX gauge with every attack you block. Well, that sounds great, but I'm so close to 6,000 points, and then I'll be able to get EX, boost EX gauge max, so we're gonna hold out for that. Oh, I just saw Mia's, Mia's comment that the new skill is called boobs over my hammy. Alright, let me just check the jobs. Good day, Yagami-san. It is Kawada with Cloudy Skies Publishing. Thank you for the other day. Sorry to keep asking you this, but I have another request for you, Yagami-san. I'll be waiting at Cafe Maggiore on Nakamichi Street as usual. Could you please come when you have a chance? We are, and we're going to do this because it's going to be a math problem, and I really want to tackle it while we have some viewers, because our viewers are smarter than I am, and we just barely managed to crack the code of the last math problem. And I want to try to look at this one. Nobody look it up, but let's see if we can brain crack it together. Maggiore... Okay, we're just going to look it up. It's going to be under the food items. Okay. There we go. Actually, there's a slim possibility that it is only going to be available during the daytime, but let's go see. All right, there he is. Hello, Kawada-san. How are you?
Yagami-san.
Oh, fine, thank you. Thank you so much for all your help lately. Not at all. How are your books selling? 2 books at the same time from a famous author must have made waves, right? Oh, sorry, that was him. Well, actually, we still haven't published them. What? You don't mean... I'm afraid so. This is a trilogy we're dealing with. Seriously? He did say something about a next time. Oh, he did say something about a next time when I solved his last problem. Did he? He's a crafty devil. But I've read the second novel cover to cover, and there's so many loose ends. There's no way to solve the mystery, which is why I think the third and final book will be the key. But I could never publish it as an incomplete trilogy. So let me guess what we have to do. You got it! Another problem event. We need this to complete the set, Yagami-san. Dude, you need to get him signed up on an exclusivity deal. Okay, but couldn't you start with the first 2? I thought your company was in danger of going under. You're not seeing the big picture, Yagami-san. If we published an incomplete trilogy, readers would be furious. This trilogy has to be published together, or the whole mystery loses its integrity. Huh. So you're actually putting the quality of the experience over the sales numbers. Well, I can't say this isn't stretching us thinner than I'd ever imagined. But I love books too much to gamble on publishing something that would tarnish the story. I see. I can appreciate that. Listen, I'll pay you even more than last time. How about 380,000 yen? Fine, but I'm only taking it if I can pull this off again somehow. That's okay. I have faith in you, Yagami-san. Shall we then? Are you ready? Yes. Okay, let's go. Let's go then. Oh, really? Is it the 3rd year? Gosh, I was just thinking, because I do remember you playing through Arkham Origins. Maybe it was last September. Great. I think we've got this 3rd book in the bag. What part of this is we? Thank you all for attending, everyone. I think we all know the drill by now, yes? However, before we can begin, Katagiri-sensei has a few words. Please, sensei. With this music, I do feel like people should be snapping.
Yar, first let me extend my most heartfelt thanks that you would all come out for this third time. Believe me when I say I've never felt so creatively energized, and I have completed a third book. But it's important to me that I keep the playing field level, and so I've devised another problem. I believe this novel could very well be my magnum opus, and I can't wait for you all to read it.
I'm starting to wonder which one he likes better, writing books or problems.
As usual, he who solves the problem wins their publishing rights. I look forward to your efforts, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, Pirate Voice has been a recurring character because that man won't stop writing books and then auctioning them off by way of math problems. His best work ever, huh? I bet he's come up with a near impossible problem. We're ready to announce the problem, but in case you've forgotten the rules, here they are, real quick. The problem will result in an answer that opens the safe on this stage. Inside the safe is the sensei's master script. If you have a solution ready, just come up and try your luck on the safe. If it opens, you've earned the rights to Katagiri-sensei's newest novel. With that, are you ready? Here's the problem. Okay. All right, 6 plus 2 equals 8. Checks out. 0 minus 3 equals 9. Super doesn't. 9 minus 5 equals 4 is true. And then 1 plus 11 equals 0. So these are, once again, not math problems. They're codes. I might need a pen. All right. Okay, so let's start with 6 plus 2 are 2 even numbers, so it's done as straight math. 9 minus 5 are 2 odd numbers, so it's done as straight math. 0 minus 3, 0 is neither odd nor even, I don't think. And then 1 plus 11 is 2 odd numbers, so that doesn't track out. Okay, so what if 0 is just a blank placeholder? I mean, like, 12 minus 3 is 9. And then, wait. 1 plus 11 is 12. What if 0 is just 12? If 0 equals 12... Hold on, I'm just writing down 0 equals 12. Which doesn't really make any sense, but tracks with what we know so far. So 5 plus 3 would be 8. 7 minus 10, shit, because there can't be any negative numbers. Wait, but if 0 is 12, then that would be 7 minus 112, and that doesn't make any sense at all, because it has to be a single-digit code. Okay, so theoretically, no, 3 plus 11 gives us a double-digit code. So this isn't working out. 0 can't just equal 12, although isn't it interesting that in both cases 0 would be 12 in order for that equation to be true? Me is voting for 47, which is the J.J. Abrams number. I think 42 is the Hitchhiker's Guide. Douglas Adams. If I ever mean Douglas Adams and I say Scott Adams, believe me, I feel bad about that. Scott Adams is awful. So the answer to each of the things down at the bottom has to be a single digit from 0 to 9 as far as I know. So according to our theory, the bottom one there is 12 minus 7, which is 5, right? I'm very bad at math, but I want to say that that one's 5. And then how on earth do you rectify 7 minus 10, which would be negative 3? Huh. Uh-oh. Hold on. There's a conversation about the evil within. And I was actually thinking that... well, hold on. Hello to Patikin. Hello to Psycho and anybody else who has recently arrived. We are trying to solve a math problem, which is just fascinating streaming, especially without face cam. Okay, is there anything else these numbers might mean? Let's try to erase the idea that 0 is just a stand-in for 12, because it doesn't make any sense. The fact that the equations on the left are straight math has to be a throw-off. So, 6 plus 2 equals 8. That just seems to be 6 plus 2. 9 minus 5 equals 4 is literally true. What else could it possibly mean? I don't know. I feel very, very far away on this. I mean, if we just ignore the fact that it's a negative number, we could just call that 3. I'm going to pencil in negative 3. And then the third equation down, 3 plus 11 would be... Oh, is this some hexadecimal bullshit? Is that what this is? I don't know that. I can't do, like, non-base 10 math. Oh, Patikin got another 2 wins on Fall Guys. Congratulations. Okay, so I think we might be dealing with, like, base 12 math is my best guess. And I don't know how that works at all. So... yeah. Okay, so our first number is 8. Our next answer is negative 3, but I don't know what happens in, like, base 12 when you go past 0 at all. 3 plus 11 would be 12, and then... No, it would be 0, 1, 2. So the third answer would be 2. And then... the last answer would be 0 minus 7, which, why did I write down 5 for that? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, because we were pretending 0 was 12, so that'd be 5. Okay. So the one answer that I absolutely do not know is that second one. If anybody knows, like, how to do, like, base 12 math, assuming that's even a thing and I didn't just make it up, I am open to your suggestions, but 7 minus 10 would take you down to 0, and then assuming that it wrapped back around to 11, that'd be 11, 10, 9, actually. So maybe I should pencil in 9. So our answer would be 8, 9, 2, and 5. This doesn't make any sense to me, but I don't think I'm going to get it without looking it up, and I'm not looking this up, so we're going to say okay. All right, let's go give it a shot. Now, Chivalry is saying 8, 9, which, he is very smart. And that is my first two answers. Okay, it's Yagami-san. Here he comes. Are you as confident as you have been before, Yagami-san? Well, this was a hard one, but I think I figured it out. Well, you certainly have a track record for it. Go ahead, Yagami-san! All right, time to enter the code. Enter the code. I cannot overstate how limited my confidence is on this. Okay, 8925. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. I cannot believe we worked that out. Wow, Yagami-san and Cloudy Skies Publishing have solved the riddle yet again. This problem is represented by a clock. A clock? It was a clock. I didn't say clock at any point there. Everyone who watches this is going to think that I looked it up, and I swear to God. Okay, if you add 3 hours to 5, it becomes 8. But if you subtract 10 hours from 7, it becomes 9. Oh, I was nowhere near that. I mean, base 12, but that was just me. Okay, anyway. Yes, I got it.
It seems like... it seems I can't stump you, Yagami-san.
I'm sure you'd eventually get me.
Cloudy Skies Publishing has won the rights to my third book. And yet, I have to ask, why haven't you published the first 2 you had?
Because I believe these 3 books constitute a trilogy, Katagiri-sensei. Oh, Kawada-san. I could tell when I read them. Parts 1 and 2 seem too incomplete to exist on their own. I suspect that the mystery is only solved once you've read the 3rd and final part. So I could never bring myself to publish an unsolved mystery.
Wonderful. I'm so glad you caught on.
Huh?
I've actually been thinking about hanging up the proverbial pen and retiring. I felt rather galled by this industry.
Gold, Sensei?
Ever since I became a best-selling author, the industry has put my name on a pedestal. They didn't care what I wrote. I could write garbage and they would take it as long as that said Takumi Katagiri. The first reader is the editor, wouldn't you say? But they weren't even reading my content. That's what led me to resort to measures like this. First, I wanted a test that would measure a publisher's ability to truly comprehend mystery novels. But the true test was exactly as you've discovered. I hid the fact that it was a trilogy.
So if we'd gone ahead and published the first or second books,
I would have revoked the rights, hidden away the third book, and retired from the public eye. Thankfully, none of that came to pass. Cloudy Skies Publishing has passed with flying colors. You are exactly who I would want to work for the rest of my days. I shall sign exclusive publishing rights to you.
Huh? Exclusive? You mean that?
Yes, I do. Put her there.
I'm so honored. Fatigue is asking why the guy sounds like a pirate. Because he had to sound like something, and I didn't know he would have so much dialogue. That's the answer. Yeah, Patikin, my sense is that you may have raided over, and thank you very, very much. I missed the notification, probably because we were getting kneed in the face at that moment. Thank you so much, Yagami-san. I think our company is completely safe now. It's your own doing, you know. You have a real editor's eye. I'm still in shock, to be frank. Well, I'm sure you and that author are going to get along great. Hi. Yes, I hope so. Here's your payment. Thank you again. No, thank you. Keep an eye on the bookshelves, Yagami-san. Next time we meet, I promise to have good news. Looking forward to it. Great. I'll be seeing you then. Oh, God. He who's voting for a new playthrough 100% Pirates. I haven't curled up with a good book in a long time. I ought to do that. You should pay your rent, Yagami. Here's the secret about the pirate voice, though. It actually really hurts after a couple lines. If I did play Sea of Thieves. I don't think I'd be able to resist. I think it'd be all pirates all the time. I will save it for later, because actually I have a full health bar. It looks delicious, though, doesn't it? Okay, on with the main plot. Let's rest up at Yagami Detective Agency. By the way, this past weekend, so much fun watching Division Force with Tashir and G-Nice, and Patikin was in there. I like to talk that up every week because it is such part of our weekend now. Hold on, we're getting a call now.
Yo. Got a message for you from Kuroiwa. Says to drop by the Tokyo Public Prosecutor's office. Izumita's waiting for you.
Why'd you have to come here to tell me that? Would have been easier to talk on the phone.
I got a bad feeling about all this.
Huh?
Feels like I'm never gonna see you again if you get yourself locked up now.
Come on, don't be like that. Even if I do get arrested, I won't say a word about your little side job. That's what you're worried about, right?
Yep. I might have to send someone to bump you off in prison if you rat me out.
Like you could pull that off. Aren't you busy dusting off Kuroiwa's boots?
I'm laying low, that's all.
Speaking of, I have a question for you now that you're off your leash. Why do they think I killed Shintani? They have to have a reason, right? You've gotta know.
Well, funny enough, I don't. Kuroiwa won't share a shred of info with anyone but his closest partners. Not sure why.
Gotcha.
Now, get over to the prosecutor's office. Sorry, but you gotta cover your own cab fare.
Yeah, I know.
I really don't know how Yagami stays in good shape when he has to, like, sleep curled up on that little couch. Okay, let's head to the closest cab, and we're gonna go meet with the prosecutor. There's two possibilities here. Either the prosecutor is completely corrupt and just looking to help cover up the whole thing, or Yagami's going to be able to... Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Yagami's going to be able to say, look, you want to catch the real killer, so do I. Look at all of this evidence tying the ADDC to all of these murders. And of course the truth is going to be neither of those two things. I'm just sort of like spitballing what I would want to do. Yeah, I can afford the 410. Okay, public prosecutor's office. Let's be on our way. Thank you for clipping that, Trienne. Oh, here we go.
I've been waiting for you, Yagami-san.
Rolling out the red carpet, huh?
Izumita was hoping you'd lower your guard if I was the first person you saw here.
The man never changes. He loves his mind games.
Yagami-kun, how did they convince you to come?
I heard your pal Izumita wants to chat. And depending on what I say, he may or may not try to arrest me.
I'm not sure it'll be quite like that.
Huh? Then what's it gonna be?
Well, you're about to get thrown to the wolves.
Hey, Mafuyu.
Good luck. Excuse me. I've brought Yagami-san.
Much appreciated.
Huh. Even the chief prosecutor's in on this.
Please come in.
So these are the wolves. A room full of prosecutors, huh?
Yagami-sensei, I believe Kuroiwa-san already told you this, but we want to talk to you about Shintani-sensei's murder. However, this is not a courtroom. And we're not strangers. Or wolves. Just try to relax.
Yeah, relax, right. I'm not telling you what you want to hear, though. You want me to say I killed Shintani, right? Sorry, not happening. The burden of proof's on you, anyway. So why don't we start there? Why do you think I did it?
Yagami-sensei, where were you on the night of Shintani-sensei's murder?
Answer my question with another question? That's not very nice.
Do you have an alibi for that evening?
You heard of a company called KJ Art? The place is a front for some Kansai Yakuza, the Kyorei clan. On the night of the crime, I was near there with their captain, Shioya. He'll back my story up, I'm sure.
And care to explain why Shintani-sensei's corpse was found in your office?
I was hoping you could tell me. Maybe the real killer could answer that for you.
Naturally. That's why I called you here.
They had no intention of listening to what I had to say from the start. Also, why would I call the cops on the body of the man I just murdered in my own office and then sage there? It doesn't make any sense. Like, just to recap everybody, there was none of Shintani's blood in the office. He would kill elsewhere, and then his body was brought to the office, which means that these cops must believe that Yagami likes to hold on to his corpses after he kills them.
Mind if I interject?
Go right ahead, Morita-san.
Yagami-san, you stole a look at Shintani-sensei's call history before the police arrived, yes? Not long before his death, he placed a call to the Advanced Drug Development Center. Knowing that, you barged into the center and interrogated both Kido-san and Shono-san. Why would you do such a thing?
I wanted to figure out what made Shintani a target, who wanted him dead.
Is that not the police's job?
I couldn't leave it to them, or the prosecution. After all, you guys have a bad habit of going after the wrong guy. Kinda like right now.
I see. So you mean to imply someone else killed Shintani-sensei? Do you have anything that could prove that claim?
Patikin, thank you very much for the lurk. Have a great evening, and thank you so much for the fun streams earlier. What does "I'll do it" mean in response to that question? Do you have any proof? I'll do it. I don't know what that means. I don't want the prosecution to prove it. I want to prove it. So that's why I'm here.
That's the only reason I'm here.
Oh, how responsible of you.
The prosecution's proven unreliable, after all. I've been working my ass off because of you guys. Now, can we begin?
Yes. You have the floor, Yagami.
This is to my benefit, too. This way I can find out how the prosecution sees Shintani's case. Okay, so I think we might actually have to present that evidence. If so, oh boy.
Before we get to Shintani's murder, there are a few things I need to cover. 1 year ago, the ADDC published a research paper on a new drug they were developing called 89. This drug has gained global recognition as the thing that may finally cure Alzheimer's disease. What hasn't gained recognition is the fact that someone from the ADDC was murdered 6 months ago.
An ADDC member murdered? Who?
Oh, god damn it. So it's definitely not Shono. It's definitely not Emmy. It's Hashiki. Yes, 100%.
The vice director, Toru Hashiki. Hashiki was seen arguing with a strange man in Kamurocho before being found lying beaten in the street. He died in the hospital 3 weeks later. The culprit is still at large. Did you know of this case?
It's the first I've heard of it.
Understandable. It didn't make many headlines. Incidentally, this Hashiki guy had a pretty big secret.
Uh-huh.
Turns out he was working for the Kajihira Group, a massive construction company based out of Kansai. Kajihira was planning to redevelop the land the ADDC sits on. He'd already settled it with the Minister of Health, had the Kyorei clan muscle in on the turf too. But the plan fell apart when 89 was announced. Kajihira ended up taking a pretty big hit, to the tune of 100 billion yen.
What?
That's when Hashiki came in, swearing to Kajihira that he'd scuttle 89, no matter what it took. Just before he was beaten half to death, Hashki went out with another member of the ADDC. Someone deeply involved in the development of 89. Someone he thought he could manipulate.
So this is Shono. Who was with the ADDC employee that Hashki met with? Or sorry, who was the ADDC employee that Hashki met with before he got killed? Shono.
I'm sure you recognize this man, Izumida-san. 3 years ago, he testified about the murder that had taken place at the ADDC. He claimed he had seen the victim, a patient by the name of Waku, still alive.
I remember him. You're referring to Dr. Shono?
Mm-hmm. He's also the head of the 89 research team. Hashki was grilling Shono, convinced that there was something fishy going on with 89.
Like what?
He thought they had fabricated data and falsified the effects of the drug. After all, it wasn't until rumors of closing the ADDC started swirling that Director Kido suddenly announced 89. Hashki was convinced it was all too convenient to be coincidence. But that doubt didn't sit well with those who stood to rake in massive profits off 89's development.
Are you implying Hashki's murder was premeditated?
Sounds like we're finally on the same page, Izumida-san. I had the exact same thought. Taking all this into account, doesn't it seem like there really is something fishy about 89?
That should do it for the explanation of 89. Now to bring this full circle. And hello to Azaric, who says that he can't complain when asked how he can do. The fun thing is, you can always complain. The thing is, it's always like, it's awesome to hear that things are going well. That's my point. Anyway.
But let's get back to Shintani. Just before he was murdered, he called the ADDC and tried to get in touch with a very specific someone. Maybe that phone call provoked whoever is trying to hide the truth about 89. Shintani was an obstacle, just like Hashki. He had to be removed. What I'm saying is, there's a chance anyone who gets too close to learning the true nature of 89 is being murdered. And if you haven't investigated down that path, then one thing's pretty clear. You have a lot more work to do before you can arrest me, wouldn't you say? Answer me, Izumida! If you still want to bring me in, let's see some proof. All these prosecutors, and nobody's got any proof.
That's quite a theory, Yagami-san. Truly fascinating. There were details in there even we weren't aware of. You've clearly done your homework.
I'd be glad to hand over my findings if it'll help. After all, 89's practically a household name at this point. Lifting the lid on him might be too much for me to handle all on my own. And besides, I think I'd rather work with you than Izumida here.
You need to lose the attitude, Yagami.
Sorry, I need to take this. Yes, hello? Is that so? Yes, you've done excellent work. Thank you. Just so you're aware, the prosecution has made a coordinated effort with law enforcement. We've already submitted a request for the court to issue a warrant. I'm sorry for the call, but that was the verification of our request, you see.
You're still gonna arrest me after all this, huh?
Fortunately, you're not the one under arrest.
What?
I wouldn't celebrate. We're not done with you just yet. It's in the interest of closing the case.
Listen here, Yagami. You know who Shintani's killer was? It's your old friend, Ayabe.
What?
Striations on the recovered bullet are a perfect match to his firearm. There's no doubt. He's the one. Like it or not, he's going down.
I feel like that accusation would carry a lot more weight if the prosecutor's office wasn't consistently wrong with every single person they charged with a crime. Hello to Mormaru, and let's see, we're going to save it, but unfortunately these chapter breaks make it the best possible location to call an episode. Usually we try to go for a couple hours, but to be blunt, when I came home today, I was so wiped that I wound up going to sleep for just like 20-30 minutes in the middle of the afternoon. So as much as I appreciate everybody stopping by, I think we're probably going to call it here and find somebody fun to raid. Yeah, just to round out that thought I had before, anytime somebody says it's just a small thing for me, oh, I can't complain, I think back to all the people that I know in life who can totally complain all of the time, and it's so tiring. So whenever I see somebody say, oh, I can't complain, I think, oh, sure you can, because I know people who are super talented at it, and it still speaks well to say, yeah, no, you know what, it's fine, I'm doing okay. It's been an interesting week, at least for me, because the I don't want to get into real world events, but sometimes you just look at the state of the world and feel despair. So it's fun to get to escape into the world of Twitch streaming. You get to watch folks like Patikan and He Who Dies do their Fall Guys stream, More Than a Mia do some Don't Starve Together, or some Walking Dead, or tomorrow she will be starting up with what we expect to be episode 1 of Dead Space. Tashir will be doing Batman September coming up. I'm sure that he'll be doing some more Division 2 this weekend, but the idea of doing like every Batman game in the Arkham trilogy, including Blackgate, that I don't think I've ever seen anybody play, that is a very, very exciting announcement. So that'll be coming up at twitch.tv/TheSheerGames. Diesel Jones just finished up Watch Dogs 2 yesterday. Excellent game. Anybody who played the first Watch Dogs and just sort of tapped out on the franchise really missed out. Watch Dogs 2 is routinely on sale for like $10. It has a better cast, better story, better mechanics, and it's one of those games that doesn't really unlock all of its depth until you've gone a certain distance in. So please, if you're going to play Watch Dogs 2, be like Diesel. Don't pass judgment on it until you have both the jumper and the quadcopter. They're very early unlocks, and that is where the game of Watch Dogs 2 really starts off. But Diesel Jones just finished that up. If you are interested to see his thoughts on the finale, you can catch those over at twitch.tv/DieselJones. He Who Dies should be streaming some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and did confirm earlier in our chat that he has not played any of it off stream at all. It's all been on stream, which is how we played it ourselves. So hopefully he is actually up to that when we go to toss to somebody in just a few moments. Mormon is noting that the sky there has been real pretty in the last few days. The red sun and amber sky, says Drienne, which makes me sound like they might be upwind or downwind from a forest fire. That's we've lived downwind from some pretty severe and devastating infernos in our life. Fortunately, none that have ever touched us specifically, but it does do interesting things to the atmosphere, which can look very, very pretty. Hopefully the cause of Drienne's pretty skies is not here. He Who Dies is actually saying not sure for tonight, dealing with a few things paperwork wise and stuff. Real life is always priority, which is absolutely true, and that's what we said to Papalatko when she announced that she might have to start streaming less regularly. Real life always takes precedent. On that note, we felt bad about not being able to stream more this week, but again, real life. We will, however, be planning to do some streams tomorrow, hopefully ahead of Mia's premiere stream for Dead Space. On the way out, oh, you know what would be great if we could toss over to Mr. Binky, but don't think he'll be on for 20 minutes. He's been playing Fast and the Furious Crossroads, which is the recently released and much maligned Fast and the Furious game. Watching him play it, I can see why that is an unpopular game, but it has been a lot of fun watching him play it, because he, much like Jason McMaster over twitch.tv/JVMcMaster, gets very fun when they're irritated, and that game has irritated him a whole bunch. Also, by the way, do check out twitch.tv/JevMcMaster. He has been playing... Oh, gosh. Oh, no. What has he been playing? And I keep missing it. Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn. Bugs and all, he's been having a great time with that game. The PC version has probably a couple patches ahead of it to really be top-notch, but man, that's a good game. I was actually thinking about whether or not we should invite Mia to play that as well, because I think that she would really enjoy that. Anyway, let's go find somebody fun to raid, and we will be back tomorrow for hopefully some more episodes of Judgment. Might start mixing it up with some other games as well, something in the Factorio, something in the Oxygen Not Included, maybe a little bit more Space Engineers. My only concern with Space Engineers is I don't know what I'm doing, so I don't know if it's fun to watch. But if people want to see me mine an asteroid and then ship some platinum back to the old base, maybe we can make that happen in the days to come. And again, thank you very much to Azric for stopping by. Hopefully you have a great evening and it continues to go well. Mia is voting for Oxygen Not Included, so maybe we'll add that into the mix. Anyway, we're going to find somebody fun to raid and see you again tomorrow. Until next time, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.